Mr. Miracle. Funky Flashman proudly presents The Secret Origin of Mr. Miracle. Plagued by sin and strife, the old gods died in flames. From their ashes 2 planets were formed, as equal in power as they were opposites in philosophy. Ruled by the kind, gracious Highfather, the new gods of New Genesis dedicated themselves to all that was good and decent. Meanwhile, wicked, deplorable Darkseid conquered the hellscape of Apokolips. This horrid despot then set his shameful sights on the entire universe. As part of his nefarious plotting, Darkseid sought out the greatest weapon known to man or god, the anti-life equation. Composed of the fears and anxieties of the human mind, the anti-life equation held the power to control and destroy hope itself. Knowing gracious, loving Highfather would seek to stop him from obtaining the equation, foul Darkseid invaded New Genesis, and war came. Bloody and merciless war. Gruesome and terrifying war. Billions of lives were lost on both sides. The lamentations of the mournful cursed the air, and still the wretched war continued. Until, suffocating under the weight of the dead, the 2 great gods came to an agreement. A ceasefire, a respite from the endless clang of battle. However, to guarantee the armistice, a price had to be paid. Darkseid and Highfather would exchange sons. The son of the devil was to be brought to paradise, and the Son of God was to be brought to hell. It was the 100th day of the 100th year of the war of the new gods, but peace was at hand. And so the price was paid, and the fathers accepted their new sons, and finally the bloody battlefields of the 4th world quelled their horrid yob. One boy was warmly welcomed into the home of Highfather. He was raised with love and tenderness and grace. As with all youths of Apokolips, the other boy was given to Granny Goodness. He would be raised in the X-Pit, forged into a warrior worthy of his pernicious new father. Affectionate wise Highfather called his boy Orion. He told the lad of a prophecy that one day the son of Darkseid would kill Darkseid, and Orion eagerly prepared for this climactic confrontation. The other boy was tortured and maimed. He was hardened. The poor child tried again and again to run away from his horror, but he was always caught. Witnessing these quixotic efforts, Granny laughingly, ironically named the boy Scot-Free. As the lonely, harrowing years passed, sensational Scot-Free kept trying to escape. And as the excruciating, distressing years passed, gruesome Granny Goodness kept capturing him. But after all those abhorrent, appalling years, all those sad, failed attempts, all those disgusting punishments, did Scot-Free ever give up? Absolutely not. What is more, all those noble efforts earned him the admiration of one of Darkseid's greatest warriors, Big Barda, leader of the female Furies, herself a proud product of the X-Pit. But that is small comfort for those grim, grisly years. All those perilous, treacherous escape attempts, all for naught, until one was not, and Scot-Free was free. At home, neither in New Genesis or Apokolips, Scot-Free emigrated to Earth. Here he sought a wonderful, fantastic life. Here he befriended a famous escape artist known as Mr. Miracle, who performed great feats of flight with his grumpy, lovable partner, Orion. When monstrous cretins murdered this beloved mentor, Scott donned the artist's mask. All those years of escape really paid off as he took to the stage as Mr. Miracle, super escape artist. When called, Scott returned to New Genesis to battle the tide of tyranny. There he teamed with Honorable Orion to counter Darkseid's loathsome machinations. During these adventures, he fought with, befriended, and fell in love with Big Barda. Eventually, she betrayed her malicious masters, and the two lovebirds were married. And so from his rough beginnings, Scott-Free built a new family and embraced a new destiny. I can always escape. But though our great hero now occupies a seat of comfort and tranquility, Mr. Miracle never forgets that somewhere out there, Darkseid is. Darkseid is. Is he a master of spectacular trickery, or is he something more? You will have to decide when you confront the strangest, most incredible hero ever to appear in comics. You will see what he does. You will wonder how he does it. But always waiting in the wings are his two greatest enemies, the men who challenge him, and Death himself. And the teacher says to the whole class, "Draw whatever you want." When they're done, the teacher asks them what they've drawn. And the children say dinosaurs, hearts, superheroes, anything. Doesn't matter. Then one child says, "I drew God." So that the teacher says, "That's very nice, but no one knows what God looks like." And the child, without a second's hesitation, says, "Yeah, until now." Scott! My mama fell. Can you look at my mama? Do you know how much longer it's going to be? I've been here too long. No. They said it was nothing, really. Thank God, right? It hurts. It hurts. Darkseid is. Just let me know if it's too tight. It's really easy to adjust. We want to keep you overnight. Maybe for a few nights, just to watch. Make sure you're okay. You can stretch the chair into a bed if you do it like this. Okay. But I mean, obviously it's meant for kind of less tall people. Of course. I can always escape. Something's wrong with it. I'll ask the nurse. We should talk about it. Shouldn't we talk about it? That's him, right? That's Mr. Miracle. Scott, look this way. Scott, why'd you do it? Scott, just 1 second, just listen. Scott, talk to your fans. Just let me do it. No, you'll rip your bandages. There are messages from so many people, the whole Justice League. Clark was outside my window last night. I think I forgot my helmet at the hospital. God. Do they itch, Scott? Doctor said if they itch really bad, we should call them. Campbell has 2 touchdowns and 9 interceptions on the season. Why are the Knights sticking with this guy? How bad could the backup be? Darkseid is. Scott free. Yeah, okay. Stand. Darkseid is. Standing. Stand. I know. Standing. Stand. I know. Standing. Stand. Darkseid is. What the hell are you doing? I am teaching. Darkseid is. Teaching? You? Who do you think you are? I am Orion, son of Darkseid. No. You are Orion, son of Highfather, a stray puppy raised on the fluffed pillows of New Genesis. Now, Scott and I didn't have the privilege of pillows. We were raised on Apokolips, in the pits, in the fire. So we know. Only Granny can teach. Mother box. Oh. Barda. Shh. Darkseid is. Scott, he's an ass. He's always an ass. He's just dealing with this and you like he does. No, Barda. Your eyes. What? Your eyes, they're not blue. They were blue. But they're brown. Why are they brown? Scott, don't be crazy. They've always been brown. How hard did he hit you? Darkseid is. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jesus. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Holy crap. God damn. God dang. One more time, everyone. Mr. Miracle. Now, Mr. Miracle, before I get to everything, and I mean everything, we are all, I think, wondering the same thing. The same thing I'm wondering. Something we should probably address. Of course. About a month back, it was widely reported, that you tried to, I don't know the right words, but you know what I'm saying. You tried something new. Yeah, something, pretty new. Well, now we're here. We're all here. Maybe, Mr. Miracle, you'd like to take a moment for your fans and explain. Or if you don't want to, whatever you want. Darkseid is. No, I want to. It's important for people, for you to know, Godfrey. I want everyone to know that what happened, it wasn't important. It was a trick. Darkseid is. I'd been doing a lot of escapes lately, a bunch of them, and I was trying to do harder ones, like the hardest ones. And everything was getting really easy, boring for me and the audience. So I was just thinking, how can I be better? What can't I escape from? What shouldn't I escape from? What doesn't anyone escape from? Death. No one escapes from death. So I killed myself. When I woke up, my lovely wife, Barda, was there, in the hospital. She found me in our apartment, I guess, and she took me to the hospital. And so that's, that was all it was. Darkseid is. Great, just great. Just amazing stuff, really. But I guess that does leave one question unanswered. It does, doesn't it? Did you actually really escape? I mean, death, right? Did you escape death, Mr. Miracle? What? Oh, sorry, my apologies. We've got to take a break. Earn some money with them. They're very fine commercials. Don't worry, folks. We'll come right back. I heard your brother came by. He's not my brother. Scott. Father. Well, I'm sorry it took me so long. I would have come right after I heard about your incident. But a crisis on New Genesis has arisen, one unlike any we've ever known. Darkseid, the anti-life equation? After many bloody failures, I have finally placed a spy in Darkseid's inner circle. This man tragically reports that the damage has been done. Darkseid now has his equation. Wait, he's already got it? With the equation, Darkseid will be able to change reality. To change men's minds. This is why I cannot stay longer, Scott. I would like to stay longer. Yes, Father, of course. However, Darkseid, I get it. Got him off this Thanagarian prison guard visiting L.A. Guy was looking for movie stars and whatnot. Came to the studio looking for you and just gave them to me. Said they were impossible to break out of. Impossible. Can you imagine? Darkseid is. Hey, I heard a good one last night. This teacher asks her kids to draw a picture of whatever, anything, right? And the kids do. And when they're done, the teacher asks them what they've drawn. Darkseid is. And the kids say what they've done. A dinosaur, a heart, a superhero, whatever. All the normal stuff. Normal kids do. Except this one kid who says he's drawn God. And the teacher says, but no one knows what God looks like. And the kid says, yeah, until now. Darkseid is. What? It's funny. Don't tell me you heard it before. That's probably Barda. She gets worried. Yeah, she should be worried. Go get it before she gets mad. I'm gonna work on these. Darkseid is. I'm sorry. I know you don't need. I don't know. I don't like you being alone in the studio. I wasn't alone. Oberon's here. He had some cuffs he got off a Thanagarian. Oberon? Scott, are you okay? Yeah, I got them right off. It was easy. Oberon's adjusting them, trying to make them harder, probably, like it matters. But Oberon is... Scott. Oberon, you know, right? Scott, listen to me. Remember the cancer? In his throat, his mouth, from the cigars. He passed last month. Darkseid is... No. Scott, you were there. We were there. You made the decision. Darkseid is... He was suffering and you said he wouldn't want that. What? No, I don't. He's here. He's in the room. Darkseid is... He's here. He's telling me a story. There's a kid and a picture. Scott, please. Please. Darkseid is... He's here. Darkseid is... No, Scott. No one's here. You're alone. Darkseid is... Yes, Mother Box. Darkseid is... Scott, this is Orion. There is no time. Highfather is dead. Darkseid's work. Darkseid is... Darkseid's power is growing. I have taken control of the forces of New Genesis. We are organizing a resistance. You and Big Barda are required to come home. Darkseid is... Darkseid is... I got a message from Michelle. She's going to check in on the cats. Okay. Barda. Scott, we have to go. Something's wrong. Scott, please, we don't have time. It's the final war. Who knows what he'll attack next? The boom tubes may not work much longer. Everything's wrong. Everything. I can't... There's something wrong. Something wrong with me. Scott, what? There's no time for this. You have to get across. You're the son of Highfather, the son of God, heir to his throne, raised by his greatest enemy. You may be the only one who can save us. I see things. I do things that aren't... I don't know how to escape this. I can't escape this. Stand. Barda. Stand! And so the act goes on. Standing. Two other satanic and sinister situations simmering with mounting magnitude to juggernaut joust with the super escape artist's greatest adversary. Fine. Good. Death. Now come. He will always be seconds away, swift, relentless, final. Darkseid awaits. Follow Mr. Miracle. Enter the next trap. You are not to know the face of God.